Romanticizing life, it's a way of experiencing life that became popular between millennials and Gen Z, and its purpose is to be fully present and make something extraordinary out of ordinary things in life, to make them more enjoyable and beautiful. It's kind of like making your life feel like a movie in which you are the main character in. Hi, I'm Paula, the girl that is here every Tuesday to just talk about things that happen to all of us but that we don't talk about enough. It's not really hard to notice why this mindset or lifestyle has become so popular. After all, it completely changes this idea that happiness is something you have to suffer to achieve, or the typical no pain, no gain experience, and proposes that instead happiness is something we can find on everyday things, making each day enjoyable, or at least trying to. And I think it's beautiful. I think it's gorgeous that we are trying to find ways to make something enchanting out of our existence. The truth is that we have been sold that happiness awaits us after we've hit some sort of huge realization. Hence, you're only happy once you get married and have kids, or get that PhD or that corporate position, etc., etc. We have been told that happiness is always something that relies in the future. So we have normalized this idea that it's okay if life is kind of shit right now, because once we get there, we'll be happy. And because of that, we tend to live in such a fast pace. We just want to get there as soon as possible because we want to be happy. We all want to be happy. But I'm sorry to be the one that breaks it to you. But once you achieve that massive thing you're looking for, the overall aspect of your life will be the same as it was before. Let's use the PhD as an example. Yes, now you have your PhD, but you still live in the same house, you have the same friends, you follow the same routine, you eat the same food, and so on. The overall aspect of your life, it's still the same even though now you have a PhD. And this doesn't mean that getting a PhD or achieving any other thing, it's not major. Of course it is, and you deserve to be completely happy and proud about it. It's still a milestone that deserves to be celebrated, but it's not going to define the overall aspect of your life, because in the bigger picture that it's all of your life, achieving those things, it's just a tiny piece of it. It's actually so tiny that it just lasts a moment, you know? It's not like you're gonna be in the moment of getting your PhD forever, because your life, it's not meant to be a story in which you just achieve several things and at the end you finally are happy. Instead of that, your life should be more of like a book of poems in which each one of them is special on its own. Now, your life doesn't need to look like a Pinterest board for it to be beautiful and enjoyable. More than the aesthetics of it, romanticizing your life, it's about how things make you feel. This way, you can find so many enjoyable things in every day of your life, but of course this doesn't mean that each and every single thing should bring you joy. After all, it's your journey and it's your life, and a huge part of it is just you finding the things that feel good and the ones that don't, and just trying to incorporate in your everyday life those that you actually enjoy. So don't let the social media make you feel bad because your life doesn't look perfect. Probably the biggest challenge that comes with romanticizing your life, it's not finding those enjoyable things, but stop comparing yourself and your life to others' life. Nobody posts the ugly parts of their life. We are all just trying to post the pretty things, so don't really pay a lot of attention to that. Remember that life is not meant to look a certain way, it's meant to be felt. So fuck the looks. We are here for the feelings. We are here to feel the things that make us happy and not just make everything look pretty for the sake of it. And remember that hard feelings and tough moments are part of life as well. And that's one of the best things about living a life that's focused on your own experience. It gives you the space to just go through all of those bad moments and decide when to take a break from things, because you are living your life based on how it makes you feel. So it's okay if you need to take a break, it's okay if you feel bad, it's okay if one day you just want to say fuck it and cry all day. That's part of romanticizing your life as well. It's making you the main character and living in a way that you allow yourself to just experience it all at your own pace. Remember that it's okay if life doesn't feel enjoyable all the time. It's not supposed to. It would be completely unrealistic to expect that. It's okay if there are things that you simply don't like. You don't need to like each and every single thing that happens in your life. Some things are just shit and that's it. And discovering which things you actually enjoy is part of your journey, part of the journey of romanticizing your life. And yes, as I said, there are things that you just don't like, but having in your routine, in your everyday, things that you actually enjoy, it's really useful when it comes to just going through those things you don't like. So for example, maybe you don't like going to class, but after class you can, I don't know, maybe eat a muffin that you really, really like. You see, you're still not gonna like going to class. Going to class, it's still going to be shit, but at least after class, you're going to get to enjoy something. And that feeling or that thought can be very helpful when it comes to just finding motivation to do the things that you don't enjoy. Now, maybe you feel a little bit lost on which actions you can add into your life to make it a little bit more enjoyable or romanticize it a little bit. But the truth is that it's very up to you. If you want, you can find tons of YouTube videos that gives you different ideas on how to romanticize your life, or you can also find like bucket lists on Pinterest. Like if you're short on ideas or you don't really know where to start, there's plenty of content out there to help you get inspired a little bit more. So I'm not gonna go that deep into it. Because as I said, it's something very personal and it's really up to you. And even if I give you 10 or 20 ideas, maybe they don't really apply to what you're looking for. So if you need inspiration, you can find loads of it on the internet. But remember that this is a journey that it's meant to be fully yours. So don't be scared to explore and discover things you enjoy that are completely your own. You know, this don't need to be things that other people also enjoy, because it's your life. Romanticizing your life really comes down to experiencing life however you want to. And that includes accepting that there are good days and bad days, there are good things and bad things, and those are all part of life. And in case you want to talk a little bit deeper into taking your life slow and just taking the time to go through the goods and the bads, you can check out my other video that I'm gonna leave in the description box, in which I just go a little bit deeper on why you're not behind in life and why it's important to take things slow. Your life is happening right now. Stop waiting for a major thing to happen to start enjoying it. After all, the present is all we have. So take a deep breath, relax. You will get there. Your future will get here eventually. But for now, just enjoy the things that make your present beautiful. I know life is hard to figure out sometimes, but trust me, we are all trying to do so. So remember that you are not alone. I send you a massive hug and see you next week.